Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly fantastic day today. You see the title of the video, and shout out to Whizman Ballin 8498. And I'm sorry if I don't get this question exactly right, but on one of my videos in the last few days, he asked a question about, and maybe it was actually on the poll that I put out, but he asked the question, why do people, I guess, dislike Kevin Durant's move to the Warriors so much when LeBron's the one who started it? And again, forgive me if I don't get that question exactly right. I was trying to go back and find it, but I couldn't seem to locate it. And as for those of you who follow my channel, you know I put out a poll a few days ago asking which move did people think was worse. Was it LeBron James leaving Cleveland and going to Miami, or was it Kevin Durant leaving Oklahoma and going to the Warriors? And ultimately, LeBron James won 67% of the vote. 67% of you guys think that LeBron's move was worse. And I honestly don't disagree with anyone who feels one way or the other. Now, obviously, LeBron is the face of the league. I feel like LeBron's move started the whole thing. But I don't give Kevin Durant any reprieve on that, but simply for the fact that I think, like, just because one person pulls a low integrity move doesn't mean that you have to go and pull one as well. I mean, generally, I feel like the ring chasing thing was saved for the end of your career. And for the most part, throughout NBA history, that's how it was done. You spend most of your career with one team, and, you know, as you get older and you start to really want that ring, then maybe you'll try out a different team to see if you can accomplish, you know, getting that championship, which is the sole reason, at least should be. It was the sole reason until modern day times, where now all of a sudden championships don't mean anything. Again, thanks to LeBron. But yeah, you know, that was the sole reason that you played or competed in anything, was to try to win it all. But yeah, so I'm going to talk about what I think about Kevin Durant's move personally, and why I call him LeBron James Jr. So if I'm being honest, I don't think either move was worse than one another. I think they were both equally cowardly moves. I think they were both moves that was a shortcut. I think both moves were a shortcut. Again, the only reason that give LeBron James more criticism, number one, is because LeBron James puts himself out there more. LeBron James calls himself the GOAT and all this other crap. So I think he rightfully should get more criticism. And again, because LeBron James was the face of the league, to me, he opened the door on that kind of behavior. However, again, just looking at the moves side by side, I don't consider, you know, even though Kevin Durant went to a team that had already won a championship, I don't necessarily consider it worse, because, again, they both were going to stacked teams. I mean, LeBron James was going to play with another superstar who had won a championship as well. So, but here's the thing about Kevin Durant, that, first of all, I have never, ever looked at Kevin Durant as an alpha in any situation. To me, Kevin Durant is a highly skilled player. That is what he is. He is very skilled at what he does, and I don't think anyone can take that away from him. To me, when you watch him, it is very easy to see that he has studied a lot of Michael Jordan. It is very easy to see that he works on the game of basketball. However, there are some things about Kevin Durant that, again, I feel like just like LeBron James, he wants credit for not putting in the work on certain things. So let me read this article. And this article is from 2020. It says, Kevin Durant is a polarizing player, but you can't deny that he knows his own mind. Okay, I'm pretty sure everyone knows their own mind. He said, there are reasons behind everything he does, even if he doesn't reveal them at the time. Durant leaving the Oklahoma City Thunder for the Golden State Warriors in 2016 was one of those times. Durant had been with the Thunder for 8 seasons, and him leaving was seen as a betrayal or worse. Durant didn't just leave for an established team. He left for the team that had just come back from a 3-1 deficit to eliminate the Thunder in the conference finals. Durant announced his decision in the Players Tribune, but he really didn't explain it. Now, almost 4 years later, he finally did on a recent episode of the All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. And Kevin Durant says, in OKC, I played with a lot of athletes. I didn't play with a lot of skill guys, not like shooters and ball handlers. So after a while, my game started to grow, and I was like, I need a change. This was before the 2015-16 season even started. I was tired of being the only guy who could make threes, make jump shots, and consistently make them. Now, here's the thing. I actually would not blame Durant for leaving OKC. What I blame Durant for, which I feel like is what most people blame Kevin Durant for, is going to the Warriors. It's going to a team that you should have beat, and it's going to a team that were already champions, that already had superstars on that team and making it a super team. This is the problem. And like I say, to me, what really separates superstars, and more importantly, I think what separates champions, except for I have to exclude LeBron James from this equation. But in general, the champions of basketball, the guys who are able to win it all, and especially win it all multiple times, are the guys who not only have the skill, but have the leadership as well. It doesn't matter if you're talking about Tim Duncan, doesn't matter if you're talking about MJ or Bird or Magic or Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaquille O'Neal, and even Dwayne Wade, even though he switched up over the years. But generally, I feel like the guys who have the most success, they have the skill and the leadership. Kevin Durant, again, to me, he has no leadership, which is why he has not had the kind of success that he wants. And here's the thing. To be a leader, you have to be willing to be confrontational. You can't avoid this. Like, we live in this day and time where everybody wants to be so buddy-buddy, and everybody thinks that, oh, just because we all practice basketball and we've worked on it, we can come together as a team, and as long as everybody is skilled, we can win. Well, no. You still have to have some leadership to make everything run in a smooth fashion so that everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing, and more importantly, to hold everybody accountable when they are not giving their 100% best. I'm getting ready to do a video talking about more of Michael Jordan's leadership, and we're going to be actually going through this interview. It's a pretty long interview, but what he says in the interview, I mean, he's just dropping a lot of gems in this interview that I think directly shows why he had the kind of success that he had. But yeah, Kevin Durant, like I said, to me, he's not an alpha. He's not a leader. I see him as a guy who is simply very, very skilled at what he does. But, you know, he talked about leaving OKC. Well, to me, it's like, if you were a better leader, you probably wouldn't have had to leave OKC. Like, if you were willing to be confrontational with some guys and say, hey, look, I need you to do this. Hey, I need you to work on your jump shot so that, you know, so that I'm not the only player out here making jump shots. You know, to be confrontational and hold the people accountable for the things that you need, for the things you believe need to take place in order for you guys to be champions. And again, this is what Kevin Durant does not have. And again, another reason why I call him LeBron James Jr. And again, I don't think LeBron James is a great leader at all either. However, at least LeBron James has had moments on the court where you feel like, okay, LeBron James is the definitive guy. And again, I'm not talking about just from a performance standpoint, because again, Kevin Durant played great in those Warriors series, where they won. But what I'm talking about is looking like the definitive alpha. Like at least LeBron James was able to appear to be that during certain performances. And again, LeBron James' problem is he is inconsistent and has always been. LeBron James' problem is he never does anything consistently. But like I said, for me, and you guys let me know what you think about this. Are there any performances you can think of where you thought that Kevin Durant looked like the definitive alpha and leader in that performance? And again, I'm not talking about him putting on a great performance, because he has plenty of those. What I'm talking about is the energy he gives off on the court. Like, I'm that guy. I come here to put my foot on your neck. I come here to lead this team. I come here to, get on my teammates if I have to, so that we can get this done. He's never put forth that kind of energy. And so, yeah, like I said, to me, the moves were equally as cowardly. And I don't necessarily consider one worse than the other, like I said, except for the fact that LeBron James is the face of the league and he opened the door to make that kind of stuff more acceptable. But like I said, just looking at it side by side, they were equally cowardly moves. They were equal shortcuts. And again, just because one person takes a shortcut, to me, that doesn't give you the, or at least it shouldn't give you the mindset that, okay, well, I'm going to take the shortcut too now. That should, if you're the kind of person who likes to challenge and likes to overcome, then you still hold on to that and say, okay, this person's taking shortcuts, but I'm still going to find a way to overcome, much like Giannis did. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What move do you think was worse? Do you agree with my take on Kevin Durant? Like I said, that he has never been that alpha mentality kind of guy. He's just a guy who comes in, punches the clock, who does his job, and he does it well most of the time, and clocks out. But again, you have to be willing to be confrontational to be a leader, and you have to have skills and leadership to be a champion, to be a real champion, to be able to lead your team to a championship. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.